I'll have to go with Messi. I played against him in the Spanish league with Valencia, but also in the Champions League with Chelsea. I remember those semi-finals where we won it, and he missed a penalty, and he was very unlucky.
Yeah.
But he's, I mean, for me, he's of course an unbelievable player, and still playing at such a great level. We could see the World Cup, what he did there. So I admire him, and it was a pleasure for me to play against him. Maybe and hopefully we can play against each other. And I have to say, he is the one. Yeah. In the Champions League, because for example, I played with Cristiano Ronaldo last season, but we didn't share Champions League competition. But if I think about the Champions League and the times that, for example, we played together at Chelsea and when we won it, the first big man that comes to my mind is Didier Drogba. He scored the goal in the final, he scored the last penalty, he was a leader on and off the pitch, and he's definitely one of the best strikers over the last, I don't know, 20, 30 years. So he has to be there. He was very helpful to me also at my time in London, and he comes to my mind when I think of Champions League. But also, I mean, John Terry, Lampard, Wayne Rooney, Van Persie, many other greats that I had the chance to play with. But when I think of Champions League and I think of that Champions League final in Munich, it has to be Didier. Well, I remember when in that 2012 season we had a tough time, because when we lost at Naples 3-1, Andres Villas-Boas was sacked. So they sacked our coach, and then Roberto Di Matteo, the assistant coach, stayed with the team. And then he ended up winning the FA Cup plus the Champions League final. And for me, he was very good on a personal level. He knew how to touch players and how to motivate players, knowing each player's personalities. So I remember, for example, the last meeting before we went to the Champions League final, we were sitting in a room like this, and we were hoping to have some tactics, and which we had after. But suddenly he started showing a video of our families, sending us good luck, sending us, you know, we are proud of you, either you win or not, but we are proud of you. And for me, that was the first example that I had on a high level, where the coach thought about the personal matter and motivation to you before a big game. So he was very good on that, and it helped us. Yeah, I mean, for me it was just a roller coaster of a day of emotions, right? We were playing Bayern Munich in Munich, in their stadium, so you can imagine 90% of the fans were from Bayern, so we had a difficult task, but it was a dream. You know, it was the first time that Chelsea won the Champions League, and for many fans they have been dreaming with that, and me too when I was a kid. Like he was saying before, you think about playing in the Champions League, which is the best European competition, so to being able to play in the final and to win a final like that, it's a day that I will never forget. And we were losing, then we drew, we went to extra time, we have penalties, I missed my penalty, then we win. So it was just an incredible day. Yes, I wasn't a professional football player, I was a kid playing for Real Madrid Academy. And you know this Champions League ball that you do in the middle of the pitch before the game? I was doing that.
You were doing it?
Yeah, I was doing that in Real Madrid the stadium, and that was the first time I heard, and I was like, wow. Like I saw the players and they looked like a different planet for me. You know? It looked like too far. And after that, well, I had the chance to play Champions League with Valencia first, and after Chelsea and Manchester United. But for me, you know, even arriving to the stadium the day before, training there, I loved the training before the game in the stadium, the feeling, the ball, it's just a different feeling, and you know you're playing the competition. And if you have the chance to get to semi-finals or a final and then win it, it's like, there's nothing better in club football, I will say, than winning the Champions League. Well, I think it will mean a lot. Like he's saying, to play a Champions League final is something really special, and to have it in your town, in your country, is a pride. So Turkish people are fantastic. Since I arrived, I'm loving my life here. They are very warm, they help you, they want to give you the best experience possible, and and I'm really enjoying my time at the club. Everyone at the club is so welcoming and loving. So yeah, I'm happy because also Istanbul is a very unique city. The history, the culture, the mix of people, it's fantastic. So I'm really loving it, and not only on the pitch where we're having a very good season, but also off the pitch. It's been good. They are really passionate, and I've played in this country before, and I've suffered. They're great atmosphere. But if I talk about our stadium, Nef Stadium, it's an incredible experience for me to play there every 2 weeks. It has nothing to invite to any other big stadiums in Europe. So our fans are great. Every time you win a game, you cheer with them, you celebrate together with the flags, with the chants. So it's a great experience, and is thankfully to the fans, which they give you power and energy.
2005, Clarence Seedorf, he was really strong, huh? And I think I was strong too.
But he was stronger?
No, I would say he had more experience at that time.
Okay.
He had more experience at that time, 2005, because my first season was 2005 in the Champions League, and against this amazing team from AC Milan. In the goal was Dida. In the defense was Yapstam, Nesta, Maldini, Gattuso, Seedorf, Shevchenko on the front, the Kaká, and Seedorf was smart. He was strong. He had everything but the modern, dynamic player needs. He was, for me, he was perfect. Didier, really leader on and off the pitch. I play with him in Galatasaray Istanbul. This is true. Of course, Didier. One of my friends, he told me, "Can you make your best 11?"
Okay.
In the goal, Oliver Kahn, Manuel Neuer. This name, Iker Casillas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is really unbelievable players. If you're talking about the champions, Iker Casillas.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cristiano, same. If you're talking about the Champions League, Messi, of course, These names is always in my mind. It's true. The training before the game is always a new experience. Maybe you are playing in the new country, new stadium. You are always exciting to see, can I learn something different, new things? And you are out from your daily work. This was, for me, important too. You have a different atmosphere in the stadium, different cultures, and this was always for me special. We are really exciting, especially me as ambassador. I'm really proud to have this final here in Istanbul. I think we have a good memories. If you look back to 2005, it was an amazing final. I hope we will have on this level final again here in Istanbul. If you talk about the Champions League, you are talking about the best players playing against each other on the pitch, on the highest level. The expectation is always high. You want to fight this competitive on the highest level, and I know this feeling, and that's why it's my expectation also high. And we will put this final in this time on the top, and not only in the city, in the country too.